everybody. Welcome. How are you? Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. So, I have been busy today and I had a few things planned for today. I was actually planning on reacting to a little bit of the Chantal stuff that's been going on the last couple of days. She did a mukbang, cottage pie. I looked at it. It was a mess. You guys know how I feel about her mukbangs. I really don't react to them in any way unless there's something to talk about. If there's something in the commentary that is react worthy, what I'll do is I will take the video, download it, take it into VideoPad video editor, remove the video portion, and keep the audio and then just put another picture on top of it so you guys don't have to see her eat. But if there's no commentary, then I just scrap the whole thing. So she did the cottage pie. It looked like the cottage pie looked like what you'd see in a baby's diaper if they had an accident. It looked an entire mess. And then she did a live called Oh the Drama. I looked at that too. And in a word, there was no drama. It was just Chantal wanting to make some money. And she even said in the video herself, she just felt like clickbaiting everybody to get everybody interested. So she acted like there was drama when there was no drama, just to get people in the room, just to make some Google AdSense money. So there was really nothing of interest throughout the entire live. Hence the reason why I chose not to react to it, because if there's nothing to talk about, there's nothing to talk about. She just finished up another live and she was ragey. She was definitely ragey, but I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be really honest with all of you. You know, I remember back in the day when Chantal would really have her rages, and they were interesting. Like, she would be on fire, our girl. She'd have the fire in her eyes and she would have so much to say and she just wouldn't stop. But anymore, her rages are just, even her rages are stale. She talks about the same people. She has the same complaints. It's recycled rage, recycled anger. It talking about the same people, the same things over and over and over and over and over again. It's stale. It's really stale. She did a mukbang when she shouldn't have done a mukbang. She came on camera before that showing us all of her medications that she's taking now. And I would like to point out to Chantal, because I know she watches my videos, just something of importance. Chantal, do you remember the first time you went to Kuwait 2 years ago? When you came to Kuwait 2 years ago, you were not taking any diabetic medications. You were medication free, unless you were taking them and you weren't telling us. But from all that we know, 2 years ago, you went to Kuwait, you weren't on any medications. And in the space of 2 years, you went from 0 to taking 6 medications, plus antibiotics, plus insulin. And you're on the max dose for a lot of your diabetes meds. So how can you really look us in the eye and tell us that Kuwait has been good for you? I'm not blaming your health problems on Kuwait. It's not the country's fault. It's your fault, because you decided to go to another country and configure things to where you wouldn't have to go anywhere. You wouldn't have to do anything. You had Salah there to go and get you food or cater to you. And that promoted a sense of entitled laziness about your lifestyle, about your health. And look where that has gotten you. You are so terribly sick that your body's at the breaking point. And that is your choice to do. You're the person with the life. You have to choose what you do with it. But just think about all the changes over the last 2 years. Going to Kuwait, you were about 150, 200 pounds lighter. You were not on any diabetes meds. And now here you are about 200 pounds heavier. You're on several different medications. You're always tired. You're always sick. You're frequently having to go to the clinics and the hospital. You say that Kuwait's good for you, but I disagree. I think that you being in Kuwait is a horrible idea, and that all the people that are telling you to go home, you don't want to go home. You are desperate to prove that you are right in every choice, when all that you're proving is that you're wrong in all of your choices. You don't know how to make a good choice for yourself, or if you do, you refuse to do it just because of the fact that you will not take the L and admit that you are wrong, that you've been wrong, that everybody telling you to go home, go to Canada, take care of your health, that there's a lot of truth in that, but you will never admit to the truth, and you will never do what's best for you just because other people said it first. And you have this defiant attitude of, I'm not going to be told what to do. If you want to get around that and still do the right thing by yourself, you could just say, I'm just going to do what's right for me. Has nothing to do what other people tell me to do. I'm just going to do what's right for me, regardless of girl world, but you won't, because you are that person sitting at the poker table with the last few chips in front of you. You're determined to win. You think if you sit there long enough and you play one or two more hands, that you're going to win big. Chantal, it's not a matter of winning or losing anymore. It's a matter of, how much do you want to lose? Honestly. Do you want to lose absolutely everything, including your life? Or do you want to look at the situation and say, I've gone down as far in the hole as I can possibly get, and I can't go any lower, and I need to turn this thing around right now? You've already lost the game. You've lost a lot. Now, how much do you want to lose? Do you want to lose everything, including your life? Because if you lose your life, no more YouTube, no more Foodie Beauty, no more Beezers, no more chatting with the Beezers, no more salon, no more anything. I mean, it's game over. And once you're on the other side of the grass, there's no chance for change. There's no chance to turn things around. There's no chance for a different direction and finding out if you could be happy. It's game over. That's the ultimate game over. So I'll let you decide. But while you're deciding and while you're watching this, I would like to review some things on Twitter. Then we'll get into Chantal's live. And I'm getting into her live as soon as I can, because she's ragey. Anybody that's reacted to Chantal for a long enough period of time, we know that when she gets ragey, there's no telling how long the live will be up. She might delete it within an hour or 2 hours or the next day. I don't think she's going to delete it immediately because she needs the money. I could be wrong though, but I got to get on this as soon as possible. Even though I'd like to wait till after my laundry's done and my other things are done, I got to get this now. So we're going to get on to the Twitter stuff, then move into her live, see what's going on there. Okay. Let me just fix this. Hold on. I'm just getting to where I need to go. And we're going to get there. And I hope I get at least a good portion of Chantal's live. I hope she doesn't delete. I hope she doesn't do one of those delete things quickly. But if she does, oh well. I've tried to download the live, but for some reason, 4K downloader is just being a butthead. So, all right. There's Twitter. Oh, oops. There's my Twitter. For those who want to join me on Twitter X, you can find me there under Wow Girl Sarah. All right. So what is Girl World saying? What are the opinions? What are the feelings? What are the tidbits? We're going to find out. So Ran says Foodie Beauty's meds, one she's currently on and should be on. The liver medications, blood clot medications, hormones, 2 inhalers, antidepressants, Janumed, insulin, Zocor for Zika, UTI antibiotics, sciatica meds, on and off. Am I missing any? I have a question. And this is just something that's been running around in my head. So Chantal has talked a lot about her liver and her kidneys. What about her heart? Now, I know the joke is she doesn't have a heart. Emotionally speaking, that's probably true. She has no sense of empathy. She hurts people and she doesn't care. But in the physical sense, what's going on with her actual physical heart? If her liver is messed up, if her kidneys are messed up, I can only imagine what her heart looks like. Like, what's going on there? Does she have the beginnings of congestive heart failure? Also, on the medical note, I did find out that one of the medications that she's taking, the Forxiga, one of the rare complications that can come from taking Forxiga is Fournier's gangrene. So you might want to watch out for that, Chantal. I've also heard around the block that the insulin that Chantal has, she's not putting it in the refrigerator. She is not putting it in refrigeration like it should be stored. I talked to somebody this morning because I want to learn more about diabetes. So I have a friend who is diabetic. I wanted to be more informed and more educated, so I sought out the information. And I was asking about, how important it is to keep the insulin in the refrigerator and what happens if you don't. If you don't refrigerate the insulin, it becomes ineffective. You got to be really on top of the insulin, Chantal. You can't just keep it out of the refrigerator and forget about it. Otherwise, it's ineffective for helping you. But 2 years ago, Chantal, you went to Kuwait. You weren't taking any meds. And look at all the stuff you're on right now. And you're going to claim to us that you're healthy. You're going to claim to us that you're more peace in Kuwait and you're into Allah and your health is better and it's better to be around Salah. If so, why are you so doggone sick? Why are you taking all these medications? Why is your health getting progressively worse? If you got your health together, maybe you could stop taking some of this stuff. I mean, it happens sometimes that people that take care of their diabetes, they can go from taking X amount of medications down to like a couple, like if you're working with your body versus working against it. But look at all that. Look at all this stuff that's happened within 2 years, Chantal. All because you insist on having your bee moments and monetizing them. Okay, let's do a little palate cleanser from Yog. This is an otter helping a mama cat with her babies. Look. Be still, my heart. This otter is like bringing the baby to mama. That is the cutest thing. Aw. That's so sweet. Look. Animals are so awesome, sometimes more so than people. Okay. I would like to ask for a moment of silence for a few people that have passed away in a very short period of time, all very close to each other. The first one is Richard Simmons. Richard Simmons passed away. Those of you that grew up in the 80s, you know who Richard Simmons is. He did the Sweatin' with the Oldies. He passed away. Dr. Ruth has also passed away. Shannon Doherty from 90210 has passed away. And also Miss Shelley Duvall has passed away. She was the one who appeared in movies such as The Shining. Wendy, she played Wendy. So 4 people have passed away, and I would like to ask a moment of silence from everybody out of respect for these people. I hope that they all rest in peace, and I send love and comfort and healing to all their families in their time of mourning and grieving. Living Dead Girl says the Stanley Hotel has set up a memorial for Shelley Duvall. And the Stanley Hotel is where The Shining was filmed. So I think that's an awesome tribute to Miss Shelley Duvall. Okay, going back to Chantal. Queen of WTF says Chantal is live and mad about people commenting on her food choices. Ma'am, Your content is food. That's what you give people to work with. And knowing your health issues, people are going to have opinions. You could always stop eating on camera. Agreed. If you don't want people to comment on your food or your health issues, then don't make them into content. Don't make them the focal point of your channel. I do remember a video you did recently, Chantal, where you said that your health was going to be your content for a while because that's all there was to talk about. Now, if you did different content about anything that wasn't food or your health, we comment on that. If you took up a new hobby or an interest, if you went somewhere new, there'd be more talk about that. But you can't get on a public platform and make content of a certain kind and put it in front of people. And if that content is, in essence, self-harm content, because you are hurting yourself. You are hurting yourself, Chantal. Don't mistake it. You're doing self-harm content on a public platform. You want the public to not only see you do it, but pay you for it. You want YouTube and Google AdSense to pay you for it. And because you're coming on a public platform, the public that you want to watch you and give you money, they have a right to comment on what they like. People are free to have their opinion, especially about something that's being put in front of them. So if you don't want people to comment on your food or your health, then stop talking about it and stop showing it. You want to be the focal point of everybody's lives. You want to be the center of attention. You choose to do negative things to get negative comments and then turn around and complain about those things. So you want something different, you've got to do something different. It's just that simple. It's really not that hard. Mo translates, says she's trying the Unicity is helping a lot. She doesn't seem to be crediting the insulin or any of her other medications for helping her blood sugar. I don't think she's taking the Unicity. I think she fakes taking it. We never see her drink a full glass of the Unicity. The whole purpose of the Unicity is she takes a drink and it helps her to feel a little bit full. And by doing that, she eats less food. I guarantee you, she's not taking the Unicity. No, not at all. The same way that she didn't like taking the Ozempic. She didn't like the fact that the Ozempic stopped her from eating. Look, y'all, she is a food addict. And she's deep into her addiction. Really, really deep. Even now, with all of her health issues, she's trying to find shortcuts and workarounds to continue eating the way that she wants to eat. Trying to find sneaky little ways to keep it going. If that means abusing her diabetic medication, she'll do it. If that means taking a few extra metformin pills so she can have a couple of extra binges, she'll do it. She will. She will absolutely do it. Even now, in her live, talking about doing experiments with food, that she's going to eat a brownie and see how far up her blood sugar goes to see where the red line is to determine whether she can eat a brownie or not. That should tell you everything you need to know about where she's at in her head. She's a food addict looking for ways, looking for shortcuts, looking for workarounds to continue her addiction. She's not looking for ways to go the other way. She's looking for ways to continue on the path that she's on. That's why, and me and other people say, she's a lost cause. This is a person who is a severe addict, who has no intention of stopping the addiction. For the sake of her health, for the sake of her channel, she's not going to stop. She made the comment once that she was going to eat until she passes away. I believe her. I think she was saying that with her whole chest and she was telling the truth. But she's never going to stop eating because food is literally everything to her. when you've got someone like Chantal that they're in just that deep with their addiction, it's going to take a lot to pull them away. Maybe put them in a situation where they're forced to get away from their addiction. Like I've been saying, and I keep saying, the only thing that's going to save Chantal is for her to be put in a locked down, almost prison-like inpatient where she can't get out, she can't sneak food, she can't manipulate anybody. Put her somewhere where people would tell her no, and put her on a schedule and make sure she's only eating certain things. That's the only thing that's going to help her. If you leave her alone to do what she wants, she's going to do what she wants, and what she wants to do is hurt herself. So those that are beaters coming over here thinking, girl world, that we're hateful people. We're not hateful people. There's nothing we can do for her. There's nothing that you beaters can do for her. She's got to take that first step, and she's not. She's trying to prove a point to girl world. Like, I'm going to do what I want, and I'm going to lie, and you're not going to catch me in all of my lies. I'm not going to give in and say that I was stupid. I made another stupid decision with a stupid guy. Her pride will not allow it. She's got too much pride. It's too big of a pill for her to swallow. So she's not going to swallow it. She'll swallow everything else but her pride and go home and do what she needs to do. Okay, next. Mo Translate says Chantal is back to arguing and being rude to people. Well, what's new? She also said the unicity helps because she ate a fudge brownie after drinking it, and it totally helped because her blood sugar was 13.9. She says she's going to do the experiment again tomorrow, but without the unicity. Chantal, your blood sugar should be around 5, 6. So at 13, it's still double. So what basically I think you're trying to do is figure out what pills you have to take, what amount of insulin you have to take, what drinks you have to take. You're trying to find ways to continue your addiction. What do I have to take? What combination of things do I have to take to continue this addiction so while I can keep on eating the way I want to eat for as long as possible? I mean, you are in deep, girl. You are in so deep. This is crazy. Like, you should be, honestly, I think you should be committed. You're a danger to yourself and you're a danger to other people. Getting on YouTube, doing this kind of content, you are a danger to yourself. You're a danger to other people because you spread misinformation. Okay, this person, Silliest of Geese, left a comment on her video saying, Chantal, the veggies don't cancel out the rice. So adding tomato and whatnot to it along with the rice doesn't change that it will still spike your blood sugar. Well, we'll get into that in a minute. Okay, so this is from DX. DX is on Twitter, and they give the verbal recaps of Chantal's lives for anybody who doesn't have time to watch Chantal, or they just want a quick catch up. DX is great for that. DX says, so why the F do you keep going live if we hate it too? Biatch, I don't like showing up to my job in the morning, but I have to do it. Suck it up or put your little flats on and take your broomstick over to the Kuwait unemployment office. So this is from Chantal's newest live. Let's listen to what she has to say.
Why would somebody come in here just to get a rise? Like, what kind of effing life do you live? Seriously, I'm just going to stop going live. Like,
good, go, please. Don't go live anymore. Go ahead. You can stop doing videos too if that's what you want to do. Chantal, if you have a channel and you're not enjoying the content anymore, if you are like Amberlynn Reed and you are arrived at a place where you are burnt out and entitled, then take a break. Go take care of yourself. Go do something. Go on vacation. We don't care. You're under the impression that if you're gone, we're all going to be sweating bullets and we've got nothing to do. We've got stuff to do. I've got stuff to do. Take some time off and see for yourself. We won't miss you. Lots of people have said YouTube is a much more peaceful place when you are not around. But you're over there complaining about going live. Oh, I hate going live. Then don't go live. Why do it if you don't enjoy it? Makes no sense.
seriously, that's it. period. I don't even enjoy it. I hate it. I don't enjoy it anymore. It's so.
So how do you Beezers feel about that? Question for the classroom. Beezers, do you hear your queen? Lives are the only way you guys get to interact with this woman. On one hand, she tells you guys, I miss you guys. I missed you guys so much, and that's why I had to come live. I really missed you guys. And then on the other side of that, she's saying, I don't enjoy going live. And those of you paying the $5 a month, that's the only way you can really interact with Chantal and get your membership's worth is talking to her. And even then, you're not really getting your membership's worth because when she comes live, she has nothing interesting to say. She's just blabbering off at the mouth. But she's saying outright, I hate going live. I don't enjoy it. So she's really telling you how she feels about you. That even though all of you were there to talk to and she could easily have a good time, find something to do with all of you and turn it into a great experience, she doesn't enjoy it. She hates it. She hates going live. And I think part of the reason why she hates going live is due to the fact she pulls that nonsense behavior before she goes live. She's the one that she decides, I'm going to show all my medications. I'm going to tell you guys how sick I am. I'm going to eat all these nonsense meals. And then when she goes live and people start calling her out for it, then she gets mad. So she's setting things up to make people frustrated, to make them upset, to make them stressed out. And then when they air their frustrations and their stress and their concerns for her to live, then she blows up like, I'm going to do what I want. Okay, do what you want. How about do some of what you want behind the camera where we can't see? We don't need to know everything. But her coming on live today and saying, I don't really enjoy live. Do you know what this is? This is manipulation. That's exactly what this is, y'all. This is Chantal basically issuing like a silent threat. Like, you guys are making me mad. And if you make me too mad, I won't go live anymore. She's acting like a toddler. Like, if you don't give me my way and you make me too upset, I'm not going to be here for you. Well, go ahead, take a break. What are you offering YouTube? Not a doggone thing. You are not a valuable asset on YouTube. So take a vacation, Chantal.
Stupid. Like, I don't know why I do it.
Because you want money.
Why would somebody come in here just to get a rise? Like, what kind of effing life do you live? Seriously. I'm just going to stop going live.
Good, go.
Like, seriously. That's it. Period.
Bye.
I don't even enjoy it. I hate it. I don't enjoy it anymore. It's so stupid. Like, I don't know why I do it.
Because you need the money. Because you're broke. You need that money and you're grabbing at whatever money you can get your hands on. Especially now with all those medications. You were trying to say, oh, it's all these medications are cheap. No, they're not. The sicker you get in Kuwait, the more it's going to cost you just to maintain some of what's going on. So that's why you're going live. You make yourself sick, and then you got to go to the doctor to get the sickness fixed, and it costs you money. Okay, now this is from Perfectly Imperfect and Nelly. Nelly says, LMAO, ma'am, you're 40 and easily searchable. Why would your dad go to your mom to find you? Yeah, why? Why would he do that? Let's find out.
By the way, those who say my dad wants nothing to do with me are full of shit. This is why I say people don't know anything, okay? He calls my mom all the time to, like, try to get my number, try to get in touch with me. He always does that.
See, what you're saying does not make sense. If, let's just say your dad did call your mom, wouldn't your mom give him your contact information, your Instagram, something? I would think so. So why would he have to call multiple times? And you're all over the doggone internet. I'm sure he knows about your YouTube channel. If he wanted to reach out to you on Instagram, on YouTube or whatever, I'm sure it's an easy task. He might even be able to reach out to you on Cameo. I don't know. But Chantal, you're an embarrassment to your family. Look at all the things you've done on YouTube the last 8 years and the way you're behaving. You are an embarrassment to your family. And they know they can't do anything for you. So all they're doing is keeping their distance away from you so that you don't affect them in any way negative. You are a burden to the family. You are an embarrassment to the family.
And like, she's like, I'll just tell her you called, and it's up to her if she wants to. So she has, like, he gave her his number, everything. So yeah.
Why would you, like, I don't know the family dynamics with her family, nor do I care to learn. It's not my business. I'm not going to get that nosy and get that close. But I've heard that there is some troublesome dynamics there as far as the family and things that have happened. And I'm going to go so far as to say, Chantal, I think, I'm not a psychiatrist, so please, I'm not diagnosing you, but you've even said yourself, you've got some daddy issues. Okay? You said it yourself, your words out of your mouth, you have daddy issues. And I'm just going to take a wild guess here. I think you got daddy issues, and I think you might have some abandonment issues that might be tied up with food, I guess. But I think because of the daddy issues that never got addressed, that never got discussed in counseling and worked out, I think there's a part of you, even now at 40 years old, you're still looking for a father figure. You want to be accepted. You want to be loved. You want to be cared for. So you want to go to a guy and treat him not just as a boyfriend, but you also want to put upon him he should act as a father figure to you and assume that fatherly like role where he takes over, he takes all the responsibility, and in a strange way you can be kind of like a child again and have no responsibilities and nothing that you're in charge of. You kind of sort of did that with Natter, but it's much more apparent now that you're with Salah. And it's had a very strange negative effect on you because your mannerisms, the way you talk, is like somebody who's really, really young. Like the baby talk is out of control. The baby voice, out of control. Like you even said, like Salah takes care of everything. He's a 30-year-old man. Look at it from the other side. He's a younger man who wants to go out, live his life, be active. And then you've got this older woman who doesn't want to do for herself at all, not independent at all. Comes with a whole lot of headaches, whole lot of suffering. It's like a 500-pound weight tied to your back all the time. Can't go anywhere, can't do anything. If you do go somewhere with this person, there's all these things you got to look out for. Oh, the place has to be deserted. Nobody can be there. It has to be at night. Do you know what I'm saying? A constant migraine. And then you being 40 and talking like a little kid. Talking to Julie like a little kid. Oh, can I touch your bell? You know, like only Dada can touch your bell. That did not start until Salah. You weren't talking that way with Pete. You weren't talking that way with Natter. You weren't talking that way with BB. What the heck happened? Are you like trying to go through like a second childhood or something? It's just weird. You don't need to be falling backwards. You need to be moving forwards. You know, you're never going to get that childhood back, Chantal. Never, not in a million years. Okay, Foop Olympic says Chantal did an experiment by drinking Unicity before eating a chocolate fudge brownie to see how it would affect her blood sugar. Yep, to trying to take them little shortcuts, and you can't do that. Let's see. Okay, Queen of WTF says, dude, she hasn't been healthy the entire time you have known her. In fact, She has gotten worse. That is true. So don't get your hopes up for YouTube fame. Salah says, Brenda, we would love to, I guess, talking about the couples channel. But the couples channel will be for vlogs, and soon Chantal is becoming healthy again. We will continue vlogging. Salah, do you understand what you're up against? I don't think you do. You've not only got a woman in front of you that she's got a crap ton of health problems, all stacked on top of each other, bro, but she is a food addict, and a very extreme food addict. Extreme. She needs inpatient at this point. This is not something that she could tackle on her own, and this is not something you can help her with. This problem is way over both your heads. The couples channel is essentially dead because she is in no way, shape, or form ready to go walk around. If she tries to stand up every few steps, she's got to lean against something. She's got to sit down on a bench. She's out of breath. She's tired. She's hot. She's going to make every excuse in the world not to move, which is exactly what she needs to do. I even think you know that. I think you know that. You're just talking to talk. But I think even you know, like, this is a lost cause. If you had any dreams about fame or money or things are going to get better, she's going to make more money, forget about it. It ain't happening. It's not going to happen. She's getting worse. And the worse she becomes, the more she wants to stay at home and do her thing. And she doesn't want to go anywhere. So, okay, Emma McDonald says, let me help her out a little bit. Number one, she does this because she's a sole support to a scammer that's as lazy as she is, and she's unemployable at every level. This is true. Number two, she's an attention hog with zero in real life friends or screwed them over. The tank channel she abuses is all that's left. Hope it helps. Yep, there you go. That's a great summary. Absolutely great. Nana's Spiked Tea says, I knew this would be coming. Foodie Beauty, if you put it on a public platform, it's free great game for commentary. You listed all the crap you'd be keeping private, yet you continue to talk about it all. So either shut up or stop watching and reading what people are saying. Right, like stay in your own backyard. If you don't like it, don't look. Or if you hear you don't like it, don't listen. This is so simple. Don't go where you know you're going to see or hear something that's going to make you angry. If you do, then really it's on you because you knew what to expect. You got it. And then you have the nerve to get mad about it. You're making yourself mad. Okay. Mo Translate says Chantal is yelling at everyone, of course. The dress she's wearing is covered with cat hair. Of course she is. And look at Chantal. Look how she's doing this ragey live. Old Chantal would be sitting up, standing up, yelling, screaming, fire in the eyes. This Chantal, she's mad and she can't even sit up to be mad. She's laying down. She got to lay down on the couch to get mad. That's how bad her health is. Kristen says Chantal had a fasting blood sugar of 14. So she decided to do blood sugar experiments with fudge brownies. I have never in my life heard of a diabetic that experimented with their blood sugar level using brownies. That's just stupid. But you guys are seeing, like, this is like a clip from the mukbang she did that I'm like, nope, I'm out. What's the point? Goodbye. All right. All right. Florida Salt and Sass says OFFS. She decided it was a good idea to experiment with what she can eat if she takes Unicity. She tried a fudge brownie with it and thinks it's great for her that her glucose level stayed at 13. So she can now have brownies and is going to experiment with more food. Yeah, that's I'm not putting down anybody who's an addict and going through addiction. So don't take the next comment as that. This is addict behavior. when you're not ready to change, when you're deep into the addiction and you just haven't had that moment where you know you need to change, and you've hit the wall and there's nowhere else to go. Like, you are going to find workarounds for your addiction to keep it going. If you're not ready to let it go, you will hold on to it so tightly like a teddy bear because you're not ready to let it loose. So even though she's got all these health issues going on, she's trying to find workarounds to eat the foods that she wants to eat. That's why she needs inpatient. Yup Yup says, during her latest live, Foodie said she can eat carbs, potatoes, and brownies as long as her blood sugar stays under 20. Her cycle continues. It's not even a cycle anymore. It's a circle. She keeps going around and around with herself. All right. And they're right there from Mo Translates. Thank you, Mo. This is a shot again from the mukbang she did. You guys can see the food on her plate. That's not healthy. Eating cottage pie or shepherd's pie. Does a diabetic need a pie, period? Especially if it's not diabetic friendly? No, she don't care. She just wanted enough food to fill up a platter for the feedy people. Even as sick as she is, she's still catering to them. All right, let me look. Let's see. Oh, the big scratch from Butenbegen. Look at the big milk belly. Look at the big milk belly. At the baby. Look like booger. But Mama Cat's beautiful. Oh my goodness, I love her coloring. And the baby's so pretty. I'm sorry, I went into cat voice there for a second. I didn't want to tickle that belly. Aw, from a science girl, a proud uncle. You get the big dog with the little puppers. Look at the baby. I love animals. Can you tell? Now, this is great. From Papa Wolf and Krampus. This is the grave of a beloved pet named Dewey. Dewey says, he was only a cat, but he was human enough to be a great comfort in hours of loneliness and pain. And whoever the owner was, they loved this cat so much that they actually created an entire grave for them. And I think that's awesome. Like this, the love between an animal and their owner can be immense. All right, we got anything else here? All right. Thank you, Miss Milk Tea. Milk Tea did a tweet saying, hi, everyone. Correction on the numbers from my last video. I hadn't calculated for her needing multiple vials of Lantus. Thanks to those who have let me know, I pinned it to the video now. Let's look at this screenshot. Okay. So this is like the cost of, let's see, all of the medications that Chantal is taking. Milk Tea says, hi, everyone. It seems I've made an error with my calculations because I was assuming one of each medicine. But at a dose of 15 mLs for injection, she will need to buy 4.5 vials a month. This means the cost would total as, and then she's listing the Zocor, the Forxiga, Genumet, Lantus. Let's see, total KD 126.95, which if you go back to Chantal's currency, which is the Canadian dollar, you can see right there, $565 Canadian. So Chantal, again, you went to Kuwait not needing those medications. 2 years later, 6 medications, antibiotics, and all that crap, you're paying almost $600, girl. And you don't think you need to go back to Canada and get your health together? You think staying in Kuwait's going to make it happen? No. All in a space of 2 years. You did it to yourself. Okay, from Meow Meow, let's look at the difference between then and now. So there's Chantal when she was back at the villa. I believe this was during the Natter era, although I'm not sure. But this was back in her villa days when she was with Pete's. So look at that. And then this. This was after you moved to Kuwait, Chantal. Are you going to tell me that you haven't gained a lot of weight? Are you going to tell me that that weight gain has not affected you negatively? It absolutely has. There's a big difference, mama, between that person right there that had their mobility and this person right here that doesn't really have it anymore, that makes a cute joke of, I got to lay in this seal position. Come on now. Foop Olympics. So Chantal says she cleaned out all the food in her kitchen and vowed to eat every single thing because she doesn't want to be wasteful. Now, you know what that is? It's not her wanting to be wasteful. It's the fact that A, maybe she can't afford takeout, or B, they haven't gotten groceries yet, or C, she just wants to eat massive amounts of food and she will just grab at whatever she can get her hands on. Like, you guys know, I dealt with BED. And when you have it, you're always going to go for the tastiest favorite foods first. Like if, let's just say you got a full pantry in the kitchen. What are you going to zero in on? The foods that are your favorites. Anything of convenience, anything that's sweet, anything that tastes good. You're going to zero in on those things first. And then if there's nothing, then you might go for the other stuff. Like if you're having a moment, you will only go for the other stuff if there's no other option. So if she cleaned out her kitchen, that means she was lacking her favorite foods or she couldn't get takeout. That's the only reason why she didn't. Let's see. This is a recap from the mukbang that she did, the cottage pie from DX. Thank you, DX. DX says she's eating slop again. She's recovering from a major kidney infection. I don't think that thing ever goes away. So she's cleaned her house and knows she needs to eat every veggie and every fruit they have. We start talking about movies, reliving the childhood, threatens up to us for more videos. So it doesn't really sound like anything interesting happened there. I'm glad I skipped it. But you guys can see from the thumbnail, like, how seriously she's taken her health. A diabetic taking 6 medications and insulin with a huge platter of slop. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, so that's it for the recap. Hold on a minute. Okay, sorry about that. It keeps flipping out on me for some reason. Apologies. So let me just... All right, let's go on to Chantal's video. Let me just pull it up, and I hope she doesn't delete when I'm in the middle of reacting. I really hope so. That's why I got to jump on this now. You just never know with Chantal how mad she's going to get or when she's going to delete everything. So let's get going. And you know what? As far as her going on live and eating, you know what this is, y'all? This is her doing this for spite. She thinks she's getting back at all of us by coming online with a big, huge plate of food. This is her giving the middle finger. But she's not giving the middle finger to all of us. She's not hurting any of us. What she's doing is giving a middle finger to all of her health issues and to diabetes. She's giving the middle finger to diabetes and saying, I don't care if you're in my body. I don't care if I'm sick. I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to eat what I want. And you're not going to tell me otherwise. I don't care if my kidneys might be failing. I don't care if I have heart issues. I don't care if my blood sugar is more up than down. Nothing and no one is going to stop me from eating, not even the sickness of my own body. Chantal, you've only got one body, and you've been abusing yours for years, and it's been hurting and hurting and hurting, and it's just getting worse. So what you think you're doing here, you're not really doing. You're not hurting anybody in girl world, not Yaba, not FFG, not me, not anybody. All that plate of food hurts is you. You're going to eat like that. You're going to go back to the hospital and back and back and back and get on more medications. And you might get to a point where the medications stop working or your kidneys stop working and you might need dialysis, which I'm sure is not going to be cheap. Like, you think you're doing something by being defiant, but the only one who's hurt by it is you. But go ahead with your defiance and FAFO.
Some roast chicken. Hi, guys. What are you guys having for din din?
Oh, geez, the baby voice again. And can I just say, as a content creator, and I've done lives, how incredibly tacky and gross and off-putting it is for someone to start up a live and you're eating during the live. You know, you got a whole bunch of people in your chat room and you're eating, you're stuffing your face, which means you won't be able to talk to people the way you need to because you got your mouth stuffed full of food like a hamster. It's very off-putting. The way to go about it is to eat your meal and then do a live, not do both at the same time.
That's okay. You're moving overseas where? Forks are illegal. Hi.
You know what? Executive decision. I don't want to see her eat, and she's probably going to rage and all that. Okay, are we done with the food? I don't care what she said while she was eating. We're going to cut that out anyway. I don't want to see that crap. I'm not a feedie. I'm not interested in seeing the food going in her mouth. So we'll just start from here like 17 minutes in. I think that's would be a good idea.
Supposed to be an hour and 10 minutes for a spike.
Oh, so she's measuring her blood sugar spikes.
They don't have fiber brownies, but I know how to make fiber brownies.
So she might be becoming aware when she has her blood sugar spikes. Again, she's looking for a workaround. She's looking for a shortcut. That's the addiction talking. That's the addiction saying, find a workaround, find a shortcut, find a medication, find a way to keep me happy. I demand to be fed. I demand to be priority. So make me a priority and find a way around all this crap.
Sweet potato brownies.
Ugh. And by the way, if she wanted a brownie, if she wanted a sweet, there are so many foods out there now that are diabetic friendly. But I don't think Chantal is buying the diabetic friendly versions of snack foods or trying to find ways to make one at home. She wants like the full fat, full sugar ones.
Oh. No, I don't substitute it for that, but I took my meds like just now, and then I take my insulin at night. So I tested with Unicity during the day.
And we're drinking soda. And we're drinking the soda. Okay. Is that sugar-free or not? I can't tell.
Not necessarily, Jackson. Hi, Issa P. Because people probably are very skeptical of the same thing. Oh, it's a pyramid scam, blah, blah, blah. You know. Black bean brownies? Oh, yeah, there's that too.
Yeah, you can make black bean brownies, and I've heard they're good. I would try it. I am not against trying healthy versions of different snack foods. Hey, if you try it, you don't like it, you don't like it. But if you try it and it's delicious and it's healthier for you, why not? She's not even willing to do that.
Can you tell a joke? I don't know any jokes. Where's the fishy fish?
You know, it's like we're 19 minutes into this live. She just ate her meal, and the feeling that I'm getting from her is, I just ate my meal. Now what do I do? Because normally with her videos, that's what she does. She rambles a little bit while she's eating. Then after she's done eating, she's done. That's her routine. So when she gets on live, she'll eat her meal to kind of run up the meter, stretch it out a bit to where the live might be a little bit longer because she was stalling. But after you're done stalling and the food is gone, what do you do?
I hate sitting here right now. Unicity is for diabetics. Yeah, it's meant, it's like patented and made to stop.
Man, that chair is struggling. Do you guys hear that chair creak, creak, creak? That's because she's way over the weight limit for that chair. That gamer chair, the weight limit is 400 pounds. So she must be way over that because that chair is struggling. I said long ago, I think that chair is broke. The hydraulics that help the chair go up and down in height, it's broke. It's straight up broke.
Stop sugar spikes when you eat something, like, because like it's unrealistic to say you're never going to eat something bad, you know, so, or something like carby, and the point is to drink this before you eat. And it like coats the food with fiber, different kinds of fiber. It has like vitamins and minerals and all that stuff. So, but I don't promote it more than I do because I'm kind of skeptical too. Like, does it really work? So I'm experimenting with it.
You shouldn't be experimenting with foods. You really shouldn't.
And today, so far, when I took Unicity, ate the fudge brownie, it, like I said, my fasting blood sugar before the Unicity was 14. But an hour and 10, hour and 15 minutes later.
So you were started out at 14 and it should be 5 or 6. So you're already like double what you should be starting that. and you want to go further.
Later, it's supposed to be 2 hours after, like the spike doesn't happen 2 hours after you eat. It happens about an hour and 10, hour and 15 minutes. Look it up. So then
snarky, look it up. Why don't you look it up? It's your health. You look it up.
It was like 13.9, so the brownie didn't spike at all.
Hold on. Go back.
10 hour and 15 minutes later. It's supposed to.
Okay, what am I looking for? So you guys can see it too. Like she's gonna pull her right arm up, and you're gonna right there where the elbow is. It looks like she's got like a food stain. How dirty is your abaya, Chantal? Like, how often do you wash your clothes, ma'am? There's no excuse for it. You got a washer and dryer right there in the apartment. Like, there is no excuse for dirty clothes. You didn't even have that excuse when you lived at the villa, because in the villa, there was a washer and dryer hookup right there in the hallway next to your bedroom. You had a dishwasher too. No reason for dirty dishes or dirty clothes, but your dirty, filthy, sloppy habits have carried over to Kuwait. Unbelievable.
To be 2 hours after, like the spike doesn't happen 2 hours after you eat. It happens about an hour and 10, hour and 15 minutes. Look it up. So then it was like 13.9, so it didn't.
Yep. Do you guys see it? Right here. Right here. This is from her wearing the abaya and doing her mukbangs and dragging her clothes all through the food. Even if you get your clothes in the food, surely you're going to see it. And you can take a cloth or something and clean it. Not her.
The brownie didn't spike.
There it is, right there. There's another great shot. Look at that. Filthy. Absolutely filthy.
Didn't spike at all. And this is the brownie for tomorrow to try.
And why do you need a brownie that big? Why? And here's my question. That doesn't even look like a brownie that you would get at the store, because if they sell you brownies at the store, there's like one square, a perfect square. So did that come out of a pan of brownies? Or was it a really big brownie and you ate part of it and saving the rest for later?
Brownie. This is for me. Like I had a one piece of brownie in here, and then this one. This is my experimentation brownies.
Yeah, you're basically what you're doing is you are a food addict, and you're looking for any workaround or shortcut so you can continue your addiction. Like trying to figure out how far is too far, what foods will spike your blood sugar the quickest and the most. Like you're trying to figure out amounts of food at whatever times based around your medication. Chantal, you're insane. You're so playing with fire.
What was this? What was this?
Okay, let's go lay down for a minute.
What are you doing?
So she can't even do the live sitting up. She's got to lay down on the couch.
Look at.
Why are you a freak of nature?
Oh, I want to lay because.
And she's out of breath. She just took 3 steps over to the couch. She's like, you know what, Chantal? You like to say a lot of things about people in girl world, about how we look and how old we are and stuff. I'm just going to tell you some truth here. I had to go to the store this morning, and it's really, really hot here in Oregon. So I wanted to get to the store early before the heat started to settle in because it'll be over 100 degrees today. I got up early this morning around 8:30, and I got on my bike because I have a 10-speed. Did my bicycle, rode about 2 miles to the store, then 2 miles back. So about a little over 4 miles. And I'm 53 years old. Okay. I'm healthy enough that I can leave my house. If I want something, I can get on my bike and go ride about 4 miles to go get it. I don't think you could do that. I think your health is so poor that you could even do half of that. Like you have lost your mobility. I'm older than you and I have my mobility because I take care of my health. And this is absolutely no shame on anybody who doesn't have much mobility. I'm just talking about Chantal here for a second. That even though she's 13 years younger than me, I have more mobility and more health than she does. But unlike Chantal, I would never sell my health for any price. She sold every bit of her health. She's bankrupt on health to the point where doctors and nurses and hospitals and pills are the only thing keeping her going. She's not even trying to do it for herself. She's relying on everybody else to do the work, and she's not doing the work. But yeah, Chantal, say what you will about girl world. Girlfriend, I put in 4 miles today on the bike, and I feel good. My body is tingling. You get that way when you exercise. You feel alive. You sweat, but you feel good. You feel healthy. You feel here. You know, like this is living. Give it a try sometime if you get healthy enough.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. My sciatica.
Oh, shut up. I'm about to go off. I'm so sick of hearing about her sciatica. If she had sciatica, she wouldn't be able to get up from that chair that way. She would have had spasms going up and down her spine from her lower back down her leg. And believe me, they're sudden, they're intense, and they hurt. They literally take your breath away. When you get that body spasm, you're literally like this. Oh, it's like that. I call it the devil's thunderbolt for a reason. So it's not her sciatica. She may have intense back pain. She may have kidney pain, but she doesn't have sciatica. Girl, stop talking about that. You got that from your grandmother because she had it. You're borrowing off of your dead grandmother's illness, which is so disrespectful. Leave that poor woman in peace.
Nerve is
Shut up.
beezing hardcore right now. Oh, it's comfy. Nobody needs brownies.
Nope.
I didn't use Unicity like long enough. I don't think so. And I never really tested my sugars with it, like just with that. But anyways, we'll see. You got a big box of cookies. White fish.
And what's wrong with all of you people in her chat? All of you beezers, I don't care if you've got a highlighted name or not. What is the matter with you? Like, who raised you that you think it's okay and it's appropriate to bring up food to a food addict? Dude, that is so... Look, I don't like Chantal. I think she's an evil biatch. But to talk about food with a food addict like this idiot, salty biatch, saying, I've got a big box of cookies. Okay, good for you. Do you want a gold star? You got a big box of cookies? You can have a big box of cookies and not talk about that with a food addict. They got an intense problem with food that's out of control, unchecked. They're not in recovery, and you're bringing up the source of what they're addicted to and putting it in their face. And they're going to think about it, and then they're going to want a box of cookies. And she's on 6 medications and insulin. Does she need to be thinking about freaking cookies when she just had a brownie? Y'all need to get some common sense over there, because obviously when the line started, you guys were at the back of the line. And then when you got to the front, they ran out. I guess common sense is in short supply these days. You got a lot of feedies in your chat, Chantal, and a lot of stupid people. Because you got to be stupid to talk about the source of somebody's addiction to the addict, knowing what's going to happen and not really giving a crap.
What? Do you love mom? Do you love mom?
Oh, I hate the baby voice. Next.
Things from eating realistically in normal meals that I cook myself. I'm starting.
Yeah, but you don't like to cook. You even said that you burned your tummy on the stove. You don't like to cook, Chantal. It's too much work to get your food. You want it now. You want it here. You want it quick. That's why you like the takeout.
There. Like, I have 30 years or so, like more than 30 years of eating a certain type of way, which is very destructive, and having an eating disorder, addiction to food. So it's unrealistic to just say, okay, you're just going to, like, you know, cold turkey and not ever. There's nothing.
You know, Chantal, how long have we been going through this, though? The Chantal cycle. How long have we heard about you complaining about your health, complaining about your weight? I'm going to get my blood sugar under control. Then you start like eating healthy for like 48 hours. Then you get off that. You get defiant. I'll do what I want. Then you get sick. And then after you get sick, doing ERBs, you come back online complaining about your health. I promise I'll get better, guys. And then the whole thing starts all over again. And I pretty much just described your content for the last 4 or 5 years. Did I not? Because that's how it's been. That pretty much sums it up. You going back and forth on, I want to do what I want. I want to eat what I want. Nobody tell me otherwise. Then you get yourself to a place where you're sick. You go to a hospital for sympathy. You'll broadcast the whole doggone thing. Then you'll come home whining about everything that's wrong with you and the medication you're taking. And then when your own beezers, when your own audience says, we are concerned, then you're back to, I'll do what I want, and F you, and da-da-da-da-da. You choose to broadcast this content. You choose to broadcast what you eat and how much you eat. You choose to broadcast all of your health issues. And then you get mad because people are simply saying their opinions. You don't like it? Go on a private forum and do it. Do it on OnlyHands, do it on Patreon, whatever. We don't care. This is fetish content anyway. Take it where fetish content belongs. Tell all your feedy guys to meet you wherever. And leave YouTube altogether if that's what it takes. And you won't hear a single complaint ever again. You won't hear what the public has to say ever again. You'll have the audience that you desire with you there. But this whole ridiculous hamster wheel cycle of eating, making yourself sick, monetizing all the sickness, acting like you care about your health, then going back to what you're doing, it's all getting extremely old. People are bored. They are bored. Even the people that are into mukbang content. Chantal, are you not paying attention to the mukbang channels? The mukbang channels, they just do mukbangs. They don't mix in their mukbang content with talk about their bad health and their health issues and their weight and whatever drama with Girl World. They just do one kind of content. They set up a mukbang, they do the mukbang, and that's the end of the video. That's all there is. Yeah, you try to mix in a little bit of everything. You try to mix in a mukbang, or I should call it a snuff bong, because what we're watching is a snuff film in very slow motion. Actually, it's not slow anymore. It's picking up speed. But you want to sit down and eat food and you want to put yourself in the content. You want to make sure to talk about yourself. Me. I got to make myself the focus of this. Even though mukbang videos, the focus is the food, not you. So you're not even doing mukbangs right. You know, you're doing too much and you're mixing everything together. And that's why you have the audience that you do. And your channel is never going to blow up the way you want to. You're doing everything wrong, girl.
Wrong with eating some rice with veggies in it. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, potatoes are fine. Potatoes have a lot of fiber. Yeah, and if eaten with protein and fat, it's fine, Jackson. Are you a dietitian? Are you an expert?
Oh, here we go. We're about to get started, y'all. Grab your popcorn. I'm telling you, grab your iced coffee, whatever you need. Grab your smokes if you got them. Whatever it takes. We're about to get it started. We are about to get it started. Pause the video if you need to. We're about to go there.
No, you're not. That's not it at all. Soda and sadness. You're just making shit up. You don't know anything.
Well, apparently neither do you if you're over there taking 6 medications and insulin and you're sick. Apparently you don't know what you're talking about.
One brownie is not a problem. Once in a while.
Yeah, but it's not once in a while. Girl, who are you talking to? I've dealt with food issues myself. I see you. I know what's up. Girl, I know exactly what's up. You mean to tell me you're going to have that brownie in the house and it's right there on your desk and you're not going to chow down on that sucker? Come on now. It's a trigger food. It's a treat. And we know you love your treats and we know you love your junk foods and we know you love your sweets. Carbs, sugar, you're all about that life. You've been about that life for years. That's why you're on the path that you're on right now. And that's why you're so sick. You're a carb addict. You're a food addict. You don't have a handle on both. You see, like, what did I say, y'all? When it comes to food addiction, if you can reach out and touch it, it's too close to you. If it's a trigger food, if it's a temptation food, the best thing you can do is have it outside the house. Because then it's a pain in the butt to go get it. There's a whole process. If you have a bag of chips in the house, boom, they're going to be gone. But if that bag of chips is at the grocery store or at the convenience store, then you got to put your clothes on. You got to go get them. You got to pay for them, bring them back. There's like 4 or 5 steps involved with that. That might stop you from eating it if you make it a whole process. But if there's no process, you're going to go for it.
At all. It didn't even spike my blood sugar. So what's the problem? If it would have spiked my blood sugar, it went up to 20, then I would have been worried, but it's not. So. Yeah. I'm not going to stop eating carbs. It's like not going to happen.
Nobody said you had to completely stop eating carbs. It's just that you have to eat the right carbs at the right portions. Okay, you can't go wild with the carbs, which you do, Chantal. You do. Nobody said stop eating carbs. The body needs carbs for energy. But you overdo it. That's the majority of your diet.
No, I'm not going to stop eating healthy carbs, and once in a while a treat. No, it's not. That's why I'm testing like the unicity too to see if it's right. Hi. If the first
So on top of the medications, on top of the insulin, she's trying to add in the unicity, thinking that's going to give some benefit as well. She's mixing all this stuff together, trying to find a way to do her B moments.
diabetic doctor said I can eat rice. Who are you guys to tell me? Like what?
Yeah, he said, what did he say? What did he say? I remember, if you don't, he said a palm full of rice, Chantal. And I know that your hands are much bigger now because they're swollen, but a palm full of rice, what you can put in the palm of your hand, that's all you need. It doesn't mean a hubcap full of rice or putting the rice on a hubcap and then putting in your hand. It means a palm full of rice. You don't eat just a palm full of rice.
There's so many people who are just brainwashed by keto. That's not going to happen. So if you want to be mad at me for my dietary choices, go for it. I don't care.
I'm not mad at you. You can eat however you like. It's your body, it's your mouth, it's your digestive system. Eat what you want. Here's where I get mad at you, Chantal. The fact that you come on YouTube and you use YouTube as a way to crowdfund your addictions and spreading misinformation. You know, you are an addict and your addiction has grown to such a level that even if you wanted to supply everything you want yourself, you can't. I remember back in the day when you were at the villa and you did a stream one day and you talked about how much you spent on food. You said yourself at that time you spent $4,000 a month on food. That's not counting all the trips to the dispensary to get your party favors. You spent thousands there a month as well, plus junk food, lots on junk food, plus the Starbucks trips. Before you left to come to Kuwait, girl, you had upgraded there as well. You would go to Starbucks for like one huge, biggest size you can get, sugary coffee. And then at the end, you were basically double fisting those drinks. You would get two at a time. Yeah. So you were spending $4,000 a month on food. And if you didn't have YouTube, if you didn't have the feeding people, if you didn't have Google AdSense, there's no way that you could keep your food addiction at the level that it's at by yourself. There's no way that you yourself could earn enough money at a regular job to supply the food that you normally eat. To keep the addiction going, you need outside help. And unfortunately, there are feeding people on YouTube that'll give that outside help. And so the addiction and the amount that you eat grows bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It's insane. It's insane. Insane. The amount of food that your addiction requires to be happy. And that's why you need inpatient.
Yeah, once in a while. When did I have a brownie last? So,
you know, Chantal, as far as this outrage over the brownie or even the mukbang you did, this would have been an easy fix. Just eat the food off camera. Nobody knows, nobody can see, nobody can comment. But you purposely eat on camera because you want people to get ticked off or concerned or upset. You want to be the center of negative attention, and that's why you do it. I don't believe this crap of, I hate what people say, and they should just leave me alone, and I want a private life. Because if you really, 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 really hated what Girl World had to say, if you really wanted us to stop talking about you, if you had conviction with your words, you would keep it off camera. Done. But you want us to talk about you. You want us to react to you. I think you might be a bit nervous because Girl World, we're looking at other people. We're paying attention to other people, including the other person that is very similar to you. She went by the name Miriam Mukbang and she's changed her name. A lot of people paying attention to her, and I'm sure that's making you nervous. because you know you can be replaced. You're not doing anything of interest. All you do is come on camera complaining about your health and shoveling food in your face. That is not interesting. So anybody else, like I said, that's remotely interesting, they're going to get the attention. You want the attention all on you, but you're not willing to do what's needed to keep it on you. So that opens up the door for somebody else to come along and take that crown right off your oversized head. You want to keep it, you got to work for it. You took it off Amber's head during the Natter era, and you kept it for a while, but you gotten lazy. You need a little competition. I think a little competition would motivate you to work a little harder. You're not working at it because you think there's nobody else around that is serious competition. I could just lay back and do what I want. Well, do that. See what happens.
Carbs are good for you, exactly. Hey, Mina. Why are you attacking the curtains all the time?
No, stop.
Cats do that.
I don't mainline brownies. What are you even talking about? You're making drama for nothing. I know, right, BBW, Layla? So weird. Actually, Unicity was made by doctors, King Fuzz. So, yeah. Human civilization exists only because of staple grains. Exactly. People have like villainized healthy carbs because of unhealthy carbs.
You don't eat healthy carbs. You eat the unhealthy carbs. What are you talking about?
But think that eating like bacon is totally cool. It's like, okay, what about cholesterol? And, oh yeah, you've been lied to about that. Sure. It's just so stupid. Just worry about yourselves and don't worry about what I eat.
Nobody would worry. Nobody would comment, like I said, if you just kept it offline. Oh my God. Like I feel like I'm talking to a brick wall. I pretty much am, aren't I? Talking to Chantal is like talking to a brick wall. Like talking to a brick wall.
Eating a home cooked meal with effing rice and loaded with veggies and some chicken is, is basically way better than any kind of greasy fast food meal. So just shut up.
She says that now. Eating a home cooked meal is better than any fast food meal. All right, guys, mark that down on your calendars. She said that today. I give it about 3 days and she'll be back to the fast food mukbangs. If she gets a feedie in front of her that says, hey, I'll pay you X amount to eat Burger King or KFC or Taco Bell, you know she's going to be all up in it. She might even be preparing for that to continue on with the request. She's trying to figure out what medicine she has to take and at what time and what amount so she can do more of the B moments for the feedies.
Yeah, Mimos, exactly. How's my channel doing, Tizzy Dawn? You're here watching, you buffoon.
Actually, they're not wrong. Your channel is dying. Like Chantal, I remember back in the day, girl, you used to make so much money in super chats, like hundreds. And you hardly ever get a super chat. You hardly get a membership sign up anymore. And your views suck.
Like, how's my channel dying? I've had the same amount of views forever. I don't give a shit. Anyways.
Yeah.
I can, like, honestly, I don't care. Whatever.
Yes, she does. She cares.
Yeah, Miss Potato Head's dry ponytail, exactly. These heaps of people on keto say you can eat as much bacon as you want. Yeah, like, F off with that. Like, what? So stupid. People think that being, just because you lose weight, it's healthy.
It helps your body.
Julia, why are you doing that?
Moving on.
I don't know why you're here. Like, goodbye. Go find something else to do. It's so
Ooh, she getting spicy. Let's go.
Stupid. God. Why would somebody come in here just to get a rise? Like, what kind of effort?
Because you're easy to troll, you fool. Chantal, you do these. Listen, you know what you're doing. You're not dumb. Why do people come in here and say those things? You want them to say those things. Who do you think you're talking to, girl? There's a lot of anger in you. There's a lot of self-hate and self-loathing and self-rage boiling in you. That pressure cooker is about ready to explode. You purposely let the trolls in your room so you have an excuse and a reason to rage. You like to rage. You like to go off on people. You've said so. And you know, if you lock it down to just VIB chat, first of all, you're not going to get as many views. Secondly, the trolls can't have fun. And you want them to help you get to a point of raging. You do. You want a reason to be angry. You want to justify it with YouTube. Oh, I was raging because the trolls came in, not because I was doing it. It wasn't me. Like, you are so desperate for money that you're not locking down your chat to just VIB chat like you could. You're like all about whatever it takes to get whatever views and possibly new members. I'll do it. So if you open up the chat, you got to take what comes with that.
In life do you live? Seriously, I'm just gonna stop going live.
Like, good, go. Bye. Bye. See you later. Bye, Chantal. You want to stop going live? Do you see me freaking out over here? I'm not freaking out. Oh, hold on a minute. This is how I feel about you going live.
Hey, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Hey, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Nope, nobody cares. I don't care. You want to stop going live? Hey, the only person that's going to be hurt by that is you. You're not going to make the money on views because you're not doing lives. You're not doing videos. Go for it. Not sweating at all over here except for the Oregon sun when I go outside. I ain't sweating over you. You're not worth sweating over. Take a vacation. Take a break. Be gone for a month. We'll be fine in girl world. We'll find other people to cover. We got the new fake foodie to cover if we want to. There's other people on TikTok. There's other YouTubers. We can spend more time doing research and bringing them in and promoting their channels. YouTube does not need you. Girl World does not need you. You need Girl World because this is your entire income. This is how you make your money. This is how you get in front of the feedy people and get them to pay you for like the food cameos and give you money through PayPal, courtesy your Instagram. You need YouTube. If YouTube shut down tomorrow or shut down your channel tomorrow, you would be absolutely screwed. The rest of us would be fine. You just want to put the spin on it and frame it as we all need you. No, we don't. Go away for a month and you'll see what happens.
Like, seriously, that's it.
Go.
Period.
Bye. Later.
I don't even enjoy it. I hate it. I don't enjoy it anymore. It's so stupid. Like
and again, to me, this feels like I'm on a live. People are coming and irritating me. And because I'm irritated, it's kind of like a veiled threat that if you guys keep annoying me, I'm not going to go live anymore. Punishing her beezers for just a few people making her mad versus let's just get those people out of the room and have a good live. I mean, she's a content creator. It's her channel. She can put a stop to anybody irritating her. She's got full power and control. But you're going to punish your own audience, the people who put money in your pocket, the people who pay your bills, the people who pay for your food, the people who pay your rent. You're going to punish them by not going live? Is that what you want to do? And then you're going to get mad if they decide, I'm done with the nonsense over here. I'm not having fun. I'm not being entertained. All this woman does is come on live and complain about her health issues, her diabetes, which she really doesn't care for. Like, what am I hanging around for? What am I subbed for? It's not a good time over here. You're not even trying for your channel anymore, Chantal. You care as much about your channel as you do about yourself, which is virtually nothing. You have no care for anything except putting another plate of food in front of your face and gobbling it down in 10 minutes. And you expect people to keep supporting you. You're taking what you're not giving back. And you wonder why they leave.
I don't know why I do it.
Go, bye. Later.
What are you talking about?
Don't let the door hit you in the butt.
Yeah, Sarah Jean, I only have to use it at night. Teardrop! Yeah. Get out of here, Gorely Pop. Go suck the fucking Gore World's ass. You're stupid.
Wait a minute. What the F? Hold on a minute. I gotta go back. I'm so sorry. I'm looking in the chat for something. Like this comment that I'm like, what are you talking about? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? All right. So Dreaming of Everest says, you people, racist, OMG. And then Dreaming of Everest says, that person is a minor and a person of color. That sounds racist as F. Dreaming of Everest, what is wrong with you? Are you freaking joking right now? You sound like you're racist. What is the matter with you? Oh my God.
God, I hate that word. Girl, get a life. Go find someone else. No one cares. Nobody gives a shit if you have a problem with how much rice I eat.
So Mrs. Potato Head's dry ponytail says, no, don't stop going live. Just block them. We don't deserve to get punished for them. I agree. Chantal claims to care so much for her Beezers, and yet in a heartbeat, she wants to punish everybody, including the Beezers, by not going live. That's the thanks you get, Beezers. Because she doesn't want to deal with a few trolls. She's not going to go live and talk to you, but she expects that you'll continue to pay your membership every month, even if she's not there to speak to you. Are y'all getting an inkling about how stupid she thinks you are? How gullible she thinks you are? That she's all about that life of just taking your money and she's not going to give anything back. If you haven't woke up yet, you should wake up.
The Aries is popping out. Yeah, well, so what? Like, you know, it's so stupid. So stupid. Some people are generally concerned, but no, they take it too far, ECP. Like, seriously, you don't have to, like, there's nothing wrong with eating some rice with some vegetables in it. Like, it's not realistic for me to go from eating fucking fast food every day. Like, I said many times, I'm cooking at home. That's it. People expect me to just eat boiled chicken and fuck.
You know what? If she eats at home, it's not going to be by choice. It's not because she cares about her health. If she eats at home, it's because girlfriend is spending big money on her meds now. That's cutting into her fast food money.
Fucking spinach. It's not going to happen. So you can just kiss my ass and get on out of here. That's it. Exactly, Teardrop. They just want to piss me off. Yes, exactly.
Well, that's easy to do. You like to get ticked off, Chantal. You're not a happy person. You're constantly miserable, and you're always looking for a reason to rage. We know you.
Exactly. People, like, they poke and they poke, and then whenever they get a reaction like this, they're like, oh my God. Like, that's why I hate doing lives. I hate being.
Honestly, Chantal, back in the day, like I said, your rages were true rages. Ooh, the legendary meltdowns you used to have. And the mother of all meltdowns came when you found out that FFG had BBJ. Oh my God. That was a legendary meltdown, y'all. Woo! Girl was on fire. She was on fire. She was all fired up. The meltdowns that you don't even have meltdowns anymore. You just get a little bit mad and then you run out of steam and then you spend the rest of the stream just talking about whatever. You don't even have the health to get mad anymore.
On the internet with people like this. Stop it, Julia. It's just stupid.
And you know what? All of this complaining about what people say about her food, about complaining about the portion sizes and expressing concern or criticism, her getting on live and complaining about this, y'all, it's stupid. We've heard this before. We've seen this before. It's why it's like, yeah, I saw her getting a little bit cranky and I want to capture it. But it's nothing like groundbreaking. It's nothing new or unique. It's just Chantal being angry at herself, hating herself, not liking herself, not loving herself, not taking care of herself. And instead of focusing that anger inward, like I said, and using her anger and defiance intelligently, being stupid with it and projecting it outward at people that we don't care. It's not our body. It's not our health. There's nothing we can do. So projecting that stuff outward and letting that energy go outward versus turning it inward and doing something positive with it.
Like, any carb haters, just get out of here, because I'm not going to stop eating healthy carbs, okay? A potato grows in the effing ground. Like, what the hell? It has fiber. If my blood sugars are not spiking, who cares? Seriously.
You put that stuff on the internet and you won't stop talking about it. Stop talking about it, stupid. Stop talking about your blood sugar levels. Stop talking about, oh, my blood sugar was 13 today or 22 or 1,000. Stop freaking talking about it. Shut up. Please shut up. I am sick to death of hearing about Chantal's health. I could care less about her health. And why should I care? Why should I care about her health when she doesn't care? She doesn't care about her health. She doesn't care about any kind of mental or emotional issues she might have. She doesn't care about her addictions. She doesn't care about her BED. She cares about nothing. So why am I going to waste 1 ounce of care on someone who does not care? That 1 ounce of care that I'm giving them, even verbally, would be wasted. It's just wasted. She's going to do what she wants to do. She's going to do her snuff bongs. She's going to make herself sicker. And then she's going to try to monetize the sickness. And, oh, here's my new pills. And, oh, I upped the insulin. And, oh, I'm in the hospital. I'm in the hospital bed. Feel sorry for me. No, I'm not going to feel sorry for you. Because you did that to yourself. Can't really feel bad for someone who hurts themselves on purpose. And they expect to get sympathy and money for it. No, I'm not going to give it to you.
If you don't eat a small amount of carbs, you're less satiated. Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, I think eating the rice with veggies is better than freaking binging later on something.
Which you'll probably do, because we just saw the brownie. What else is there in the house? I guarantee y'all there's more. You think it's just one single solitary lonely brownie sitting in a plastic container? Oh, no, no. There's more. And if there's not, she'll get more. Her problem is she's got too much time on her hands, and she's got money, and she's got someone that can get her food, or she's got apps to order food. Like, she's got way too much access to her rug of choice.
Like, it's just ridiculous. It's not an overnight change, exactly. I don't weigh my food now. It's just rice, chicken, and veggies. It probably a lot healthier than what these fat friggin' reaction channel cows are gonna eat off camera and then come online and judge me for what I eat.
Again, with the weight shaming, someone who's over 500 pounds, weight shaming people, claiming that everybody's fat. Well, what if we are? Chantal, you're super morbidly obese. Do you have any room to criticize somebody else's weight? And you're looking at me right now. Like, I've got my camera on, no filters, mama. Don't even have makeup on. I've been out today, active, sweating. Yeah, I look a little bit of a mess. That's okay. That's okay. It's a summer's day. It's hot outside. I've been out doing my laundry, all that good stuff. That's what you're supposed to do when, you're got stuff need to get done. You can't just sit home and not do it. But you're looking at me. Do I look fat? Even if I were fat, who cares? I'm a reactor. I'm not walking down a catwalk. I don't have to be a size 2. It's not about your weight. It's about you sitting down and giving your opinions, and people can say their opinions after you're done in the comments or in a live. Reacting has nothing to do with weight. Nothing.
You don't lose an entire neck from eating salads. Get a life. Get a life, please. No, you cannot do this to the curtains. Go in your box. The brownies losing it over they lose it over the rice. Now it's a brownie. Give me a break. Whatever. Lose your shit over what I eat. I don't care. I really don't. The brownie did not spike my blood sugar whatsoever. So who cares?
I seriously doubt that.
At all. And I have it on camera. I recorded it.
No, you didn't. Liar.
Actually went down a point.
Sure.
So, yeah, I was in the ER. I was sick because I had a kidney infection. That's why. So, yeah, I know I'm feeling better, a lot better from that. My husband has type 2. He still eats sweets. Exactly. I'm 40. It's not up to anybody else to tell me what to eat. It's not up to Salah to slap my hand and say, don't eat that. Even if he does say, don't eat that, I do it anyway. I do what I want. I'm freaking...
Boom. Thank you for saying that. Oh, I love the fact that you said that. Thank you. So she just confirmed for all of us. She's in Kuwait. She said that she went to Kuwait to get herself together, to get her health together. The Salah was going to help her, right? Didn't she say that? She did say that. That she's going to turn a page and go to Kuwait. Different country, different environment, different people. Salah was going to be there to help her get healthy, but she's done nothing but make herself more unhealthy. And she just outright said that if she wants something to eat, unhealthy or not, she's going to get it. And there's nothing that Salah can do to stop her. And why is that? Because she makes the money. She controls the money. Even if Salah did love her and said, honey, you really shouldn't be eating that. Like, I am really concerned for your health. You're getting really sick. You shouldn't be eating that. He is not the one making the money. She's the one making the money. She is an out of control person, but the one thing she maintains control of is the money. Because the money is the thing that buys the thing that she's addicted to. So she maintains control about that and lets everything else around her be out of control. But she maintains control of the money and the making money, so nobody can say no to her. Salah can't do a doggone thing. Useless.
40. No one's going to tell me what to do at 40. Like, seriously.
Yeah, but you're a 40-year-old woman acting like a child. Relying on a 30-year-old man to do things for you, simple things. Because you decided to give up your independence, whatever that was, and your mobility to rely upon him. You're acting more immature and out of control than he is. And that's saying something.
Give me a break. Anyway, it's so stupid. Exactly, memos, whatever. I don't care. I'm getting an appointment, LMNOP, that's why. It doesn't work ASAP, that's why. And I already talked to the diabetic doctor the first time I went to the clinic in November, and he told me what I could eat.
Yeah, he told you back in November, he showed you, and you continue to eat hubcaps full of rice. So apparently you don't listen to your doctors. You listen to TikTok. Well, how's that going for you?
And there was rice, I could have pita bread, he said.
No, I doubt that he said that to you.
You know. So
she was probably talking to her doctor, and the doctor was going through everything she needed to do. And Chantal's attitude was probably like, yeah. Just tell me how many carbs I can have. Can I have this much bread? Can I have this much rice? She was paying attention to the carb part.
Getting your mom involved. Yeah, exactly. At 40, imagine. Like, leave my mom alone. Tabbouleh, yeah, it is good. Yeah, really, Everest, right? Chain smoking person with no neck knows everything about nutrition. But I don't know anything. Okay, yeah, right.
There she goes again, body shaming. Oh, this person is chain smoking with no neck. Chantal, again, I'm not one to go for the low insults, okay? I was bullied all through school. I don't like doing that to people, okay? But ma'am, sorry, but you don't even have a neck anymore. Like you keep that covered up with your hijab, with the head wrap. Like you've gotten so big that you really can't see your neck anymore. You really can't see your wrists. I mean, you've gotten to a size where you are so much bigger that it's affected you in a lot of ways, not just cosmetically speaking.
They are hypocrites. That's exactly it. That's what drives me nuts. Yeah, sourdough is good, yeah. Yeah, but was threatening on Twitter to call. Go for it. Call them for what? Call them for what? Go for it. I don't care. And if they get kicked out of here, I'll move on and live. Whatever. You think I'm going to let anything these stupid idiots do get me down? Never. You're never going to see me falter. You're never going to see me cry over shit you do to me. It's not going to happen. Even if...
Hold on. Stop right there. Please stop right there. The things that you do to me, Chantal, listen and lean in and really listen. Get the vegetable oil out of your ears and listen. You're under the assumption that girl world lives to hurt you. Right? That's what you think. There were a bunch of haters and bullies, and we're looking for any and every way to hurt you. But we don't have to do a doggone thing. Nobody in girl world has to do anything to Chantal, because nobody hurts Chantal more than Chantal hurts herself. She's doing the most amount of damage to herself by her own hand, by her own design. We don't have to do a doggone thing. All we need to do is just go to the bleachers with our popcorn and our sodas, sit down, and then just watch what happens. That's it. Nobody hurts you more than you, Chantal. Nobody hurts you more than you.
If you kill me, I'll sit there and smile while you're doing it. You're not going to get that rise out of me. I don't give a crap. She is crazy to begin with. Good. And when her life falls apart, I'll have a party. How about that? Julia's playing with the curtains and driving me more nuts. Yes. I know. The police for what? They're probably just going to go, and hang up. Like on a hillbilly. They're not even going to understand her hillbilly accent. What are they going to call the...
You know what? Shut up with... She assumes everybody in the Western world is a hillbilly. I'll shut up. I have a lot to say, but I'll shut up.
The cops on me for... They do so much worse things. So much worse. So much worse.
And you know what the funny thing is? There's a great chance that she might dirty delete this live. Which is funny because she used to do a lot of that back in the day, and all that did was hurt her, because she would spend like a couple of hours during a live and do the live. The reactors would download copies or react to it, and we would monetize it, make money with our reactions. At the same time, she was taking money out of her own pocket because she'd get rid of it off her channel due to the fact that she didn't want to get in trouble for what she said. So all she was doing was repeatedly giving us free real estate to sell. So it might happen with this one. You know, she runs off at the mouth and she gets too mad. She gets scared that she might get reported or another strike. And, you know, she spent 2.5 hours in this live and she's going to get rid of it. And we'll make money off of it and she won't.
So, yeah. Hi, baby girl. What you doing here? What you doing? You've never eaten a brownie? It's chocolatey, chocolate fudge. I had chicken with rice and vegetables and some cheese and some...
Okay, hold on just a minute, y'all. Okay, let's continue. I just had to stop the React for a minute to turn on the air for just a few minutes and cool this place down because it gets hot. If I turn on the AC right now, I turn off the AC. I just went outside to check on Blackie and give her food. Little funny tidbit in between this React, y'all, just something of note as far as Blackie. Blackie's starting to do this thing where she's leaving me little gifts. Sometimes animals do that. Like the other day, I found a mouse's head in front of the chair where I sit. And just a few minutes ago, when I went outside, there was a dead mouse by my chair. So sometimes when animals love you, they bring you gifts, I guess, as a thank you. So yeah, she did that. So that was just a funny moment. She loves me. All right, let's continue on with this React to Chantal. Let's get through this doggone thing. I don't know how far we're going to go. It's 2.5 hours, but when she starts to get boring and wind down from her initial rage, we'll just dip out. Okay, let's keep going.
Pickles. A bit of everything. Yeah, exactly. A teardrop. Health shaming is despicable. Yeah.
It's not really health shaming. What we're doing is we are, in essence, we're just criticizing you for not taking care of your health when you could and monetizing your sickness and monetizing your addiction. That's where the issue is, Chantal. It's not about your weight. Your weight is your issue to deal with or not. It's about you coming on camera and monetizing things that you have no business monetizing, and monetizing addiction and self-harm content on a platform where those things do not belong.
We have an emergency. Chantal's eating a brownie. Exactly. Watch how many friggin' videos over a brownie. That didn't even spike my blood sugar, mind you, at all. No life. People have no life. There's a big fat nothing burger they react to every day. There's nothing.
She just criticized herself. That's hilarious to me. She just criticized herself right there. They react to a big fat nothing burger every day. We react to you, so you're calling yourself a big fat nothing burger? Well, that is pretty truthful. You are a big nothing burger with a side of nada, fries. There's really not a whole lot these days, but you just put down yourself, Chantal.
Like, get a life. You're all fat. Go on a diet and cam up.
You know what, Biatch? Just because you said that, even though it doesn't matter if a reactor is 120 pounds, 60 pounds, 600 pounds, reacting is reacting, has nothing to do with weight. Even if what she says is true and all of us were big, fluffy, chubby, whatever you want to call it, it's not true. It is not. Y'all see me right now. Do I look like I'm chubby? Do I? As a matter of fact, let's really just, okay? Like, I got a big t-shirt on. Look. Do I look chubby? I got a big t-shirt on, so you can't really see. Like, okay. Look. Do I look chubby? I'm just proving that you're wrong. That's why I did that. It's not about me showing off. Look at my body. It's not about me showing off my body and saying, look, I'm all nice and thin. It's about proving how wrong you are, Chantal. And you are wrong. I have yet to see a reactor that was the same size as you. But if they were, you're sitting down to give your opinions. Who cares about the weight? Reacting is not about the weight. We are not fashion models. We are not on Instagram with a bazillion filters and trying to sell some fake lifestyle. And look at me, I'm in a jet plane drinking champagne. It's about sitting down on YouTube and reacting. So what point are you trying to make? Oh, I'm fat and they're fatter. What? I don't get it. I don't get it. Like you're doing the whataboutisms and they're stupid. It's stupid, but let's keep going. I just want to prove that she was wrong. And that's not hard to do. But let's keep on with this nonsense.
Like, stop picking on me and Amber Lynn when you're friggin' big yourself.
No, wrong.
Do I like ice cream? Yeah, of course I like ice cream. Actually, no, I like sherbet more. I like sherbet more. And gelato. I'll mention the brownie whenever I want to, but I'm not going to live my life worried about what a bunch of other friggin' fat reactors think about me. They can kiss my fat ass. Like, seriously, have you seen them?
Have you seen us? I've seen quite a few reactors cam up. They look fine to me.
Have you seen them?
Yeah. Hey, hi, I'm a reactor. You're seeing me right now, no filters. Do I look fat?
She has no neck. None. No neck.
And you know what? The difference between you and FFG, there's a lot of differences here. But one difference between you and FFG is she owns who she is and what she is and what she does. FFG has said, look, I'm kind of a big girl too, but I own it. I don't try to run from it. I don't try to hide from it. I own myself. She owns herself. She doesn't try to run from it and tell lies about how much she weighs or put on a bazillion filters or clothing to disguise herself. She's like, this is me. And it is what it is. She's comfortable in her own skin, but you're not. You're not, Chantal. You're always lying about yourself on 320 pounds. What a crock of crap that is. You're not 320 pounds. You're not even in the 300s. You're in the 500s. And I'll die on that hill. And before I die on that hill, I'll make a campfire and I will make s'mores and tell campfire stories. You are not 300 pounds. You're not even in the 400s. You're 500 pounds plus, Chantal. And that's part of your problem. The fact that you're 5 feet tall. You should be about 120 max for your height because you're a shorty. I'm about in the 120, 130 range right now. You're carrying hundreds and hundreds of pounds on your tiny body. And it's hurting you. It's hurting your body. It's not meant to carry that much. But you insist that it carries that much. And your body is saying, whoa, we can't do any more. Please stop making us do more. We can't carry on this way, but you're not listening because you want to act like a termite and just eat and eat and eat and eat and eat, thinking your body's just going to put up with it. Well, obviously it's not. It's getting really, really sick. It is really sick, and you don't want to listen.
Neck, just a big gullet.
And
she's here talking of people are listening to her for nutrition advice.
Oh, you're so jealous of FFG. You're jealous, Chantal. Jealous. The fact that every time FFG goes live, guaranteed 3,000, 4,000 people in the live, no matter what it is. You're big mad about that. You're big mad about the fact that when she goes live, there's all kinds of super chats. When's the last time that happened for you? You covet what other people have versus sitting down at the table and saying, what can I do to make my situations better? Let's form a plan. Let's draw up a blueprint and make this happen. No, you're not that work-oriented. You're lazy. You're jealous of what other people have versus working on yourself and fixing yourself to where you could have.
Like, seriously, her telling her and friggin' Yaba, who's friggin' has a hypertension face, are gonna tell me what is good for me to eat? Really? 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 You won't even cam up. You cammed up once and got made fun of and got scared off.
And when is the last time that you cammed up, Sean? The filters, not without the contour filter on your face, not without the skin smoothing filter to hide your pores, not without the big eye filter to make your eyes bigger, or the lip filter to make your lips bigger, or the long filter to make yourself look smaller. You put all your filters to work. You should be sending a thank you to Samsung for all those filters, girl, and the apps you use. When is the last time you come on camera natural? The only time I've known you to do it is when you went on StreamYard one time. And StreamYard, they don't have filters on their camera. And you saw yourself in the camera, and within 60 seconds, you were gone. You didn't like what you saw. That's why you prefer your little phone filters, because you don't like what you see in the mirror.
And then that other woman with no front teeth on her friggin' exercise.
Oh my God, you're going for Miss Kalari? Are you really? You're about to go in on Miss Kalari? Is that what you're about to do? No, you will not. Not on my watch. You'll leave Miss Kalari alone. Because again, Kalari owns herself. Very honest, straightforward, intelligent, well-written, well-educated lady is Miss Kalari. A published author, has a wonderful book, taking care of her health, in a real relationship with a husband that she didn't have to pay for, has a family, has all the things that you don't have. And you know that you don't have those things. And you know she has those things. And that makes you angry. That she has the things that you want, but yet you're not going to work on yourself or take care of yourself or face yourself to get to that point where you can have those things, Chantal. You're not ready to be really real with yourself. You keep running from yourself and running from your problems and letting the addiction tell you what to do. That's amazing to me that a control freak is letting an addiction tell them what to do, how to live their life, how much money to spend on it. That should bother you as a control freak, that you're letting something that is part of you but not you control you, dominate you, and ruin you. I would think as a control freak, you would want to fix that, but you don't. You want to let the addiction just run wild, and it has. That sucker's a Godzilla inside of you. It is huge. It's taken over. It's consumed you. At the same time that you're consuming food, it's consuming you. There's a saying. A man takes a drink, the drink takes a drink, and then the drink takes a man. Now, if we put it in the context of you, Chantal eats food, the food eats food, and then the food eats Chantal. And we're at that final stage where the food is eating you. You got no health left. You're relying on pills and insulin just to keep you going, but there's only so much they can do. You're not giving any kind of help or assistance, nothing. And then while you're wrecking and ruining yourself and bringing yourself closer to a cemetery, you're going to go for Miss Kalari. She is everything you are not, and then some. Got it? Good. You leave Miss Kalari alone. She's accomplishing things. She's doing things. You got a husband that adores her. You could tell, like the brief moments you see him on camera with her, he adores his wife. She got a wonderful family. She's got everything you don't have. And I'm sure that ticks you off. Just because you paid and you paid and you paid money to all these men and you never even got a sliver of what you wanted. And you never figured out if you want good things in life, you're going to have to earn them, not pay for them. Stupid.
Bike, get some WD-40 before you talk shit about me. And the only reason I responded ever back to that person is because they started first. They called me a heifer first. So I'm like, excuse me? Excuse me. You probably can't even say heifer with no front teeth. Oh, no.
Are we really doing that? We're doing like the dental shaming. You can even use that as an insult. Chantal, have you seen your own teeth? Here's the crazy thing. Back in the day when you were making that mad money, you could have had perfect teeth, Colgate teeth, if you will. Look at your teeth, girl. Don't you dare dental shame when your teeth are all jacked. Quit it.
You should have no problem with F. Kiss it. You're all ridiculous. Like, oh my God. Stop freaking making fun of what I eat and talking about my health when
we will if you stop doing the content that revolves around all that crap. How about that? Sounds simple, right? It is.
And you're like literally in worse or in the same condition. I don't get what the Gore World's obsession is with comparing. Good for you if you lost 60 pounds. I don't give a shit. You're still an asshole. You're just a bit smaller of an asshole and you're still bigger than me. So, you know what? Do you want a medal? Do you want a cookie?
I doubt. I've seen Miss Kalari on camera. She's come on camera. No filters. She is not the same size as Chantal. She's definitely got a lot more mobility. She's a lot healthier. She came on camera the other day for a live. She was glowing. She looked great. Looking at Chantal right now, she looks like she should be back in the hospital, honestly. Just by her skin, like the pallor. She doesn't look good.
Like, your weight does not make you a good person or a bad person. Calling someone a heifer for no reason makes you a piece of crap. Whether you're big or small, it don't matter and no one cares. Okay? I think your numbers show that. Goodbye. Get out of my life. Get out of my face. Seriously. People think that, oh, well, you know, this person has called me all the names in the book. Heifer, blah, 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 whatever. Just shits on me for like a whole hour while she's squeaking on her friggin' bike that needs WD-40.
Oh, so you were trying to exercise shame her too. Like, she's on her bike and her bike is squeaking. Chantal, she's exercising. What do you do? She's improving her health. What are you doing? You won't even go out and get a treadmill and put it inside the apartment and try to walk. Use excuses. Oh, it's too hot outside. I can't walk outside. You got a pool downstairs you can swim in. You could buy a treadmill to support your weight and walk whenever you want in the air conditioning while watching YouTube videos. I mean, this ain't hard, mama. This ain't hard. You'll find every reason and excuse in the world not to do anything. So you cannot criticize somebody for doing the damn thing. Not at all. Whether the bike squeaks or not, it doesn't matter. She's doing the doggone thing. But I remember you getting on that scooter in the store, and that scooter was about to ready to break down because you were way over the weight limit. So you want to talk about things squeaking? You really want to talk about things squeaking. And what about that scooter in the desert that you were on, the thing could barely move? You want to go there? We can go there. But trust me, you don't have much room to stand on.
But then people go, oh, well, but she lost 60 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Well, that just...
Yeah, and she did that. She did the 60-pound weight loss without party favors. Can you say the same, ma'am?
Changes everything about what she just said. That just makes her the most moral person in the world. Like, get a life. Who cares? Your weight has nothing to do with you as a person moral-wise. Like, it's so weird. You people are all obsessed and you need help. Psychological help. Don't worry.
You need more help. You got issues upon issues upon issues. You could do well with some therapy, with some counseling, seriously deep, intense counseling to figure. You got so many issues. It's going to take a while to even get through a third of them, but you need it badly.
worry about me going to the nutritionist or the dietitian. You head on down to a freaking psychologist right now for like this mental obsession you have going on with comparing yourselves to me. Like, I don't get it.
And by the way, Chantal, you know what I love? You know what I absolutely love, you big, stupid idiot? You know what I love? I love the fact that anybody, anywhere, YouTube or not, if you make a blog, a video, a community post about somebody, even if you're talking badly about that person, what happens? You're putting your opinions out there, true, but what happens? The people that read that post or watch that video or that live, if you are a despicable person, which you are, Chantal, what I love is that the people that are in your audience that can't stand you, or the ones who are right on the verge of leaving, and you're going off about FFG or Yaba or Miss Kalari, you're promoting them, stupid. You are promoting those people. Those people that are in your audience, the names that you mention in your lives, in your videos, they're going to get curious and they're going to go check out Kalari, FFG, Yaba, Milk Tea, Pulpy, whoever, and they might go over to those channels and sub up, become a new sub because of you. You know how YouTube works. You can't talk about somebody, even in a negative way, without indirectly promoting them. There are lots of people in your audience that do not like you, or they're growing to not like you. And they may get sick of you with the way you're behaving and the fact the lack of health and the care about your health. And they say, screw Chantal. I'm going to go over to the girl world side. I'm going to go over to Yaba's channel or FFG and become a part of the girl gang or the YouTube underground or join Miss Kalari. You're putting their names out there, dum-dum. You've had Kalari's name in your mouth for the longest, and Yaba and FFG, and all you're doing is helping their channels grow. So thanks for that. Genius move on your part. But their channels are growing because you just can't shut up about them.
I don't get it. Like, you're so obsessed with my weight. Why? In comparison to how people act, like, you know what I mean? It's so weird. Agoraphobic. They're obsessed. It's so crazy. Who are you people? The weirdos of Gore World. If you haven't
Hi, I'm a weirdo. Nice to meet y'all.
noticed. If you haven't noticed, then you're probably just like them. It's so odd. Go to the doctor. Go to the doctor. Go to the doctor.
You go.
Exactly, Emily. Another friggin' weirdo. Purple glitter. You know what? She's used to send me so many emails. I never reply to any of them, trying to get me to take down Monty. And like, she's so obsessed. Like, girl, move on, you friggin' weirdo. So funny when the shit action channels think they look like Snow White in their imagination, but in real life they look like Gollum in Lord of the Rings. I don't know. Don't listen to the dingleberries. Seriously, she wrote me so many obsessive emails. I think I still have them. So purple glitter, shut your fat mouth unless you want me to out all of your weird emails and messages you send me that I don't reply to. Stop emailing me, friggin' obsessed weirdo.
That was important, what she just said. Like, so why is that important right now? Opinion, not fact, don't have any receipts. But she just said, hey, Purple Glitter, like, I've still got all your receipts. Like, I don't know what the interactions between Chantal and Purple Glitter, but it's pointing in the direction of like Chantal collects those receipts. And she holds things on people. Like I said, she's the kind of person, she'll meet you, she'll talk to you, she'll size you up, she'll figure you out. If you've got resources or you've got weaknesses of some kind that she can use to her advantage, And then if you don't do what she wants, she'll hold stuff over your head. And the feeling for a while has been that I think she's got something on Salah. And that's the reason why he's sticking around. It can't be because of the money. But she is the kind of person that she's going to get her way, whatever it takes. Whether it's having a fight with them, threatening them, blackmailing them. It's like, you're not going anywhere until I let you go and I give you permission. So she's saving stuff on Purple Glitter. She's probably got stuff saved on everybody she knows. But she's confessing that, like, I hold on to stuff. Thanks for the confirmation, Chantal.
Thank you. I should remove what King Fuzz. I'm probably gonna block you next comment. You get on my nerves. Hug box only. So what? So
she can't afford her proper hug box. She can't lock down this chat to VIPs only. She wouldn't get as many views, and she knows it.
what? Everyone has a hug box. Are you kidding? Yeah, she emails me. She used to send me so many emails. It's been a little while, but whenever you said that name, now I can't. No, she sent it from I think from her real name. I don't know. I'm not ending my life, you stupid idiot. I'm on medication. I'm getting treatment. I'm eating at home. So shut up. Are you kidding? You're telling me that that friggin' gullet face isn't ending her life, chain smoking 2 packs a day while she friggin' spews hate? Hate will kill you a lot more than faster than a brownie will, let me tell you. I'll tell you right now. That's why she looks like that. All that hate made you real.
And how does she know what FFG looks like? FFG hasn't cammed up in the longest, and that's her right. As you don't have to cam up if you don't want to. The only reason why Chantal wants everybody to cam up is because if we cam up, she's going to find something awful to say about how we look or how much we weigh or how old we are. That's the only reason she wants people to cam up. Because if we're not cammed up, she's got nothing to say. She can't insult the way she wants to.
Real ugly. I wouldn't trade my life for yours any day to look like that. Disgusting.
Oh, yes, you would. Oh, yes, you would.
And have to come on here every day and just like talk about how much rice someone is eating when I'm 400 pounds myself. No thanks.
Chantal is big mad that she does her content and she's not making diddly on her channel anymore. And what she is making goes straight back into food and medication. She's big mad that someone like, say, FFG or Yaba, they're not sitting down at a table and hurting their health like that. They're not catering to the feeding people. They're just sitting down and giving their opinions, and they make really good money. They don't have to hurt their health to do it. Chantal's mad about that. The fact that there are people on YouTube that are financially are doing better than she is. And to even do somewhat well, she has to go the extra half mile to hurt her health, monetize her sickness, monetize addiction. She has to do that. Other people don't, and she's mad. She's big mad, and yet she won't change it.
No thanks. And yeah, I'm a bitch. I'm giving it to people who deserve it. They deserve this. Good, Lydia. Good. I don't know. I never watched her on Most Fun, so. But I'll look for those emails. Work in silence. No, I'm not going off the internet. Something I like doing and hanging out with my beezers just because of people. No, I don't mind telling them off once in a while. I'm fine. Trust me. I'll be fine once I log off of here. It's no big deal to me. Nope. Hey, G-dubs. So, yeah.
But you just sat there and said a little while ago that you hate going live. You can't stand it. It's not fun anymore. And yet you're changing your mind now?
Live and let be.
Oh, I'm sorry. She's enjoying it now because she gets to be angry and spew hate at people. Got it. That's the difference. That's when she enjoys it.
Jeez. Seriously. I'm tired of people picking on what I eat every single thing. When, like, seriously, when people are like, who's it coming from? Like, I don't get it. Are they skinny?
Does it matter if we are?
You know? I don't know, but Lydia, I'm not going to live like that, not giving anybody any ammunition, because they make it up and they pull it out of their ass if there's nothing anyways.
Even though we react to your videos, we don't have to look for anything. You give it to us.
I'm eating home cooked and on medication, following up with doctor's appointments. Exactly. They're just anything. So stupid. All this over a brownie. Yeah, shove it up your friggin' ass. Hi, G-dubs. Just come live for the ones that care. Exactly. I don't care, even if it is 50 people, because yeah, my husband does pay my bills.
No, he doesn't. That is such a lie. How does he pay? Listen, with Chantal's food problem, even if Salah worked 4 jobs and never slept, he had like an internal case of insomnia. The boy never slept. He was driving Ubers and whatever else he could do to make money. He still wouldn't be able to make enough money to pay for her food habit and her medication and everything else. No way. No way. Like, her addiction is so out of control. Like I said, she literally has to crowdfund to get enough money to buy the takeout and to buy the food that she needs to keep that addiction going at the level that it's at.
Pay the bills.
He doesn't.
I worry about some debts I have in Canada.
And by the way, how is he making money? Look where he is right now. He's in Chantal's chat modding for her. Shouldn't he be at work making money? You know, putting in an 8-hour shift? How are you putting in an 8-hour shift and making money and getting stuff paid for if you're in Chantal's chat when she goes live, whenever she does go live? Make that make sense.
Canada, that's it. I don't care. All I care about is, like, I'm having a hug box and that's it. I don't care. There's no drama in my life. I don't do shit. I eat and I try to take care of my health. That's all I do.
You're failing.
Like, you know. From the moment they wake up until they go to bed, you're all they think about. Yeah. Yeah.
Not true. Not true.
Yeah. And I'm obsessed with what? She keeps saying you speak to her in code in videos.
What?
Oh my God, these people are insane. Listen, I don't watch any of you friggin' idiots. I would rather cut my eyeballs out or watch friggin' Magnum PI on repeat for like.
Okay, so you don't watch anybody. So why do you need like 100 socks to run around on TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube and get in people's comment sections and their live chats? If you're not watching anybody, if you're watching strictly through Yo Mama or somebody else, why do you need all those sock accounts? And why do you keep getting caught on those sock accounts?
Hours, okay, than ever watch you people. The only time I ever hear anything anybody says about me is from Yo Mama. That's it. That's all. That's it. And he tears you all a new butthole, and I love it. That's why.
No, he doesn't.
Why I watch. Because he's the only one with any friggin' brains in his head. Like, seriously. Ugh. She needs serious help. They all do. They're sad and disgusting. Like, people compare their lives to one another. Who cares? No one's jealous of your lives. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody.
We're not asking anybody to be jealous of our lives, though. I have yet to see a reactor or a channel that comes on YouTube and they're flexing their lifestyle or flexing their money, or look, I live in a big house and I'm driving this car. I haven't seen anybody flexing like that. The only person I've seen flexing is Chantal. She's the one that spends a lot of her time trying to convince everybody else that she's got the best lifestyle with the best husband, that her life is so much better than the rest of us. We're all a bunch of peasants. She's the one that does that. None of us have said, as a reactor, I live better than 90% of you. We're just living our lives, going out and living and doing things. We're not trying to keep up with the Joneses. She's the one that is. And that's part of what's gotten her in trouble.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares about you. Your dad forced you to watch Magnum PI? I know my grandma used to watch that. Boring ass crap. That and what else did she watch? I don't know. She watched all.
And this comment from Shantopoulos saying, "You're missing a golden opportunity here, Chantal. There are dozens of us who are willing to donate funds. Why? Why should anybody donate money to Chantal? I mean, make that make sense. Why would anybody want to donate funds to her? For what purpose? For what exact purpose would she need funds donated to her? When every single person in the audience right now that's watching Chantal that was in this chat, I'm sure all of you make far less than Chantal, and you probably have to work 10 times hard to get that money. And you could survive and live off of far less than what she gets. Yet there she is making all kinds of money, and she wastes it, and that's on her. She's 40 years old. If she hasn't figured out life and how to live and take care of herself, she needs to figure it out. And the only way to make that happen is to let her figure it out on her own, not to fund her bad habits and keep it going. There's an old saying, you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. You teach a man to fish, he'll eat for the rest of his life. She's got to learn. Let her learn. She's 40 years old. When is she supposed to learn? At one point does the learning start, and the being enabled and leaning on people, when does that stop? She's been doing the leaning on people thing for far too long. She needs to learn and stand on her own 2 feet. She'd be a better person if she did. She would have to realize, I've leaned on people all of my life and there's nobody here anymore. I've got to figure this out on my own. It just has to happen. It would help to make her stronger if it's going to happen. But nobody needs to be giving funds to her. Because if you give her money, you know exactly where it's going to go. It's going to go straight into takeout and into her mouth and out of her ass.
All the soaps. All the soaps. No, Shantopoulos, you can just cut it and save your breath. It's not happening. I was always watching Young and the Restless. Yeah.
I mean, the last time she was in Canada and the whole thing with Salah happened, and she talked about getting a place there, the Beezers sent her money to help her get a place. And then she said, oh, I'm going back to Kuwait. Like, she scammed people out of money more than once. So why would anybody want to give money to her?
And Bold and the Beautiful and the days of our lives. Like sands through the hourglass. These are the days of our lives. Yum, Vanessa. I know. I can't wait for you to eat jerk chicken. You sound excited about it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Gizmo. They say I have a hug box. Yeah, they can't take anything. They block people at the littlest thing and then dox you and then go on a tirade on Twitter. That's psychotic behavior. I'm not on Twitter freaking out on people.
No, you're just on Twitter spying on people.
At all.
She got on Twitter for a little bit, and then she got roasted. And then she ran into hiding. She couldn't take Twitter. She didn't like the fact that she could not control Twitter. She couldn't control people's opinions because it is the wild. Twitter can basically be the Wild West verbally. She couldn't handle it. Big old soft marshmallow.
Oh, like what the hell? I don't know, Brenda. That would be nice. The people in FFG's chat are insane. They are. They're literally insane, brainwashed weirdos. The most hateful people. Like you couldn't pay me to have people like that in my chat at all, ever. Reason. The soaps. They have no lives. Exactly. No lives.
Okay, she's kind of repeating herself. Let's go forward.
Like they don't. Hello, McChicky. No, I'm not sick anymore. I took my last antibiotic today.
And you know what? I'm just noticing this. I'm just going to point it out. So Chantal's laying on the couch, and I am noticing she's doing that thing where her arm is not in front of her body where it normally would be. She's got her arm behind her. To me, that looks like she's got her hand braced against her lower back. Because although she's laying down on the couch, even while laying down, her back or her kidneys are still bothering her. And she keeps her hand there for the longest. It's not like reaching back for a minute and then reaching back. No, she keeps her hand braced there.
Actually, this kind of couch is freaking comfortable, babe. Oh my gosh. Where's the cat? What do you do?
I hate the baby voice.
I love it. Yep. Yep. We're bringing astrology. Yeah, it's true. It's true. No, I'm good. I'm not sick anymore. Team Aries. Are you an Aries too, Isapi?
Oh, she's relying back on that astrology stuff. And there's nothing wrong for people who believe in astrology. You know, she likes to talk about, I'm an Aries, and we're wrathful. I'm sure other Aries people would not claim you, Chantal. They would not. And I'm a Capricorn. Okay. Capricorn people are very good with money. They tend to be very grounded, kind of slow in terms of getting to know people, trust people. But once we trust you, we trust you. But if you betray our trust, there's no second chances. We just will turn around and walk away from you, and that's it. You get one chance, and that's all you get. And as far as temper, Caps, it takes a lot to make us extremely angry, but you pull us to that point, we will tell you all about yourself, and then we'll drop you off a cliff, and then we're done. Again, we're not going to think about you. We're not going to run after you and say, let's try again. We don't do the try again stuff. And another thing, when you're a Cap, there's a thing called the Capricorn vibe check. And if you don't pass, you don't pass. You definitely would not pass mine. Like this. If your vibe ain't right, we're not around you, period.
Team Pisces. I know, like, in Islam, they don't really believe in astrology or whatever, but like I was, growing up, that's what I believed in a lot. And you don't know what you're messing with. So March 29th, I'm March 28th.
Let's just say you're telling the truth, Chantal, that an Aries woman is supposed to be strong. So aren't you acting the total opposite of what your zodiac sign is? You're supposed to be a strong woman and stand on your own and be independent. Yet here you are being codependent and weak and sick and pathetic and letting somebody else take control. Isn't that kind of going against what you're supposed to be?
Really, Leslie? No, they don't, Valentine. I just addressed that. The Libra team. Yeah, you are, babe. Yeah. Like black magic. No, astrology. I know, she's disgusting. The way yeah, I don't think I would get my nails done, though.
I'm sensing that she's starting to lose a bit of steam. So we're just going to go a few more minutes and see if she's completely lost steam. And if she has, we'll cut it out.
I don't know.
Okay, moving
Nature is beautiful, but yeah, it's relaxing. Salah likes that too, nature.
Like, I think this is the part of the live where she got everything out of her system that she wants to get. She's not mad anymore. So she's just like dragging out the live for another hour and 34 minutes for more money. But we'll see.
MJ has medicinal purpose. It does. Yeah, it does. It does. The Maldives. Hi, Leah. I hate people you don't know unless you project onto them. They don't like that I give it right back to them either. They don't. Imagine they do reactions too well. They do the worst in their lives. Who would accept any crap they say if they don't? Whoops, what happened? They don't do better than the person who are reacting to them. I can't with the stupid. Exactly. It's like, just like, I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. I really do. So that's why I try not to even listen to it. The blue couch? is gone. We have
You know what, Sla? You're pathetic. Like, you are an able-bodied man. You could go out and do for yourself, work for yourself, make your own money. But you're so pathetic that you're hanging on to Chantal's rotten, disgusting, diseased gash in order to have some kind of livelihood. The option is there to do for yourself and get away from Chantal, but rather than be a normal person and work for yourself and make your own money and have your own life away from all of this, you attached yourself to this and you don't want to get away. Like, you want to live in the oceanside villa because she pays for it. You don't want to work. And you're not understanding, like, things are reaching a critical point where she's more of a liability and a burden than anything else. You're never going to get rich. You're never going to get famous. She's never going to make a tremendous amount of money. But whatever she's giving you must be enough, or she's got some sort of blackmail on you and you're afraid to leave. But I don't feel sorry for you because you created this. You could have left more than once. When you dropped her off at the airport more than one time, you could have dropped her off, gone back to the house with the boys, packed up all this stuff, and disappeared into the night, and that would have been that. But you want to be a player, and you want to play in the red room, and you want somebody else to pay for all the bills. So you attached yourself to Chantal's rotten vag, and you haven't let go yet. It's time to cut the apron strings, sir. It's time to cut them. You know, get away from Chantal. Or not. You guys can stay together. But all that tough talk from you, and yet you're over there living off of an addict, jerk. Happy to live off of an active, raging addict and their addiction. That's how you're making your living. That speaks loads about your character.
the blue couch out. Well, we still have the pillows from the blue couch because they're fine. Minx. I remember Minx. Hey, Bally. Thank you. You too. Maybe I'll have a yogurt after. I don't know. I can't have a nap. It's like friggin' 8 p.m. I'm just relaxed. Ugh. Use Tens for her sciatica? Aren't Tens adult diapers?
Okay, it sounds like she's getting boring, and that's perfectly fine by me because this react is like 2 hours and 38 minutes. That's enough. She's winding down. We don't need to go any further. So I'm just going to cut it off here. And I hope you guys enjoyed this react. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.